The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Learn to love and hate will disappear on its own. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. We must accept finite disappointment, but never, and I mean never, lose our infinite hope. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must take it because conscience tells him it is right. I came to the conclusion that there is an existential moment in your life when you must decide to speak for yourself. Nobody else can speak for you. Forgiveness is not an occasional act that you embrace at times. It is a permanent attitude with which you must live your life. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. God never intended for one group of people to live in superfluous, inordinate wealth, while others live in abject, deadening poverty. Man must evolve for all human conflict a method which rejects revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love, and I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great of a burden to bear. Never be afraid to do what's right, especially if the well-being of a person or animal is at stake. Society's punishments are small compared to the ones we inflict on our soul when we look the other way. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Rarely do we find men who willingly engage in hard, solid thinking. There is an almost universal quest for easy answers and half-baked solutions. Nothing pains some people more than having to think. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Because in essence, it's your personal contribution to the universe. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. Build consistency in your struggles, and the world will change for you in the most marvelous ways possible. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into friend. Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope will always rise, because the time is always right to do the right thing. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or fail, just be the best of whatever you are. I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, but it is the presence of justice. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. Nonviolence is absolute commitment to the way of love. Love is not emotional bash. It is not empty sentimentalism. It is the active outpouring of one's whole being into the being of another. Power without love is reckless and abusive, and love without power is sentimental and anemic. Power at its best is love, implementing the demands of justice, and justice at its best is power, correcting everything that stands against love. You know, a lot of people don't love themselves, and they go through life with deep and haunting emotional conflicts. So the length of life means that you must love yourself. And you know what loving yourself also means? It means that you've got to accept yourself. We cannot walk alone. And as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall march ahead. We cannot turn back. Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. You can kill the dreamer, but you can never kill the dream. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. I am not interested in power for power's sake, but I'm interested in power that is moral, that is right, and that is good. Always remember, if you can be anything in life, be a Stoic. Support with a like, and subscribe for more Stoic empowerment.